Adcock Ingram is next. Remember, it's had a bit of a choppy history in recent times. Market cap, though, is back above 10 billion rand. It's 10.5. Price to earnings ratio 19.42. Dividend yield of 2.32. Let's go to the share chart. You'll see what I mean. It had a choppy time, but it seems to have picked up its game a bit. Remember, very big player in the local over-the-counter drug market, where it owns things like Myprodol and BioPlus and all that sort of stuff. Panado, a big favorite in the pharmacy. When I say it's had a choppy time, there were some acquisitions that came and went. Bidvest still owns like 35% of the business, but it's not clear what they intend to do with it, because they're not signaling that they want any more. In fact, they may be a seller. What do you think?
Yeah, listen, it was a bit of an embarrassment for Brian Joffe at the time, because you must remember that CFR Pharmaceuticals wanted to buy them out, the Chilean company, and were prepared to pay a much higher premium.
Bizarrely, and then Brian chased up the price to like 70 rands a share, and you can see it's nowhere near that
eventually
now.
Yeah, so, and of course, I mean, they had a torrid time integrating the Bidvest culture into how that business got
But it needed some work, because it in fact had kind of fallen asleep and had a bit of a disastrous foray globally, and then came back. Actually, I say that it's nowhere near that price, but it is kind of creeping back up to those levels, because operationally they've done a lot of housekeeping and the margins look a lot better.
Yeah, I think it was poised for a recovery in earnings, because it had a slump at and you know, people's attention was diverted, management's attention was diverted at the time that the whole debacle was taking place. So, you know, things may have slipped a little bit. It's had its recovery now. It's difficult for me to see, you know, how it recovers from here. I'm sure there'll be another year or so of earnings recovery, you know, but beyond that point, there isn't anything that the business is doing that I feel that can lead to sufficient, you know, long-term growth.
So you're not as hot as you would have been if you were looking at them when they were down in the 30 rand share category.
Yeah, I think it's been a value play, and that value's been unlocked now.
Okay, I'm going to join you on that, because I think you're right. There is a little bit of a sense that there isn't that much new coming from them anymore, other than the improved earnings base, which you've already seen.